Good afternoon, guys. Happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I've got Tony's and Caputo's haul for you guys today. I'm assuming we're gonna do Jewel and Meyer and Aldi tomorrow, so I should have Jewel and Meyer's haul in tomorrow's vlog. But my dad did go to Tony's and Caputo's. The only thing is that it was a little busy, I guess, at Tony's, and so when he was going to check out, there was like really not anybody in the self-checkout lane. So the guy was like, oh, you can come over and like I'll just check you out at one of the like self-checkout things, because my dad was like, you know, again, he had like kind of a lot of stuff. Like if he went in there for like maybe one or two things, he might have went by himself like through self-checkout, but instead he normally just goes to like a regular, you know, like person to check out, I guess. So regular person instead of a self-checkout person, where you're your own cashier. But anyways, so he ended up going there instead, and I think they didn't give him the receipt. And I tried to look on the app because I thought like if you put your phone number in, like it'll tell you like the receipt, like give you a digital receipt, and I didn't see that, so I don't know. He said it was like $22 and something cents, and I said that it should have been under 25. So that's how I'm like 99% sure that all the coupons and everything like came up at the right price and stuff like that. So I will tell you guys like what the price was of all the items versus what I like the sale price was, or the coupons that I used and stuff like that. And I can also double check to make sure that whatever coupons that I clipped were used, like I can go back and look at my account for that. So if I was like, oh, that coupon didn't come off and it should have or whatever, but other than that, I don't know exactly what the total price was and stuff like that. But he said it was around $22 and some change, so that is all that I know for sure. I'll share with you guys what he ended up picking up at Tony's and Caputo's for today. All right, guys, so these items right here on the table was what my dad ended up picking up from Tony's. It was $22 and it looks like 33 cents subtotal. So again, that completely checks out with what he said, where he was like, oh, it was like 22, I don't know, 76 or something like that, he said. So that makes it sense, like maybe around 40-50 cents in change, or for tax. So because we bought all food items, which is only taxed, I think like 1 or maybe 3%. Do we get taxed 3% on food, something like that here? I know non-food items get taxed, like at one point it used to be like 7 point something. I think it might be higher than that now. Again, too, I'm not exactly sure what the total or exact subtotal was. I could figure out the exact subtotal, which again, too, would make sense. The only thing is the cheese. I don't exactly know, because the coupon would have taken off for the difference of the cheese. And because it was like, it's $3.99 after the coupon, but if you guys see on there like what it's tagged as, it's $5.99 normal price, and then the like $2 comes off for the difference. But because it was 1.005 pounds and this was 602, it was probably $4 even, is what I would like to say, because it was like 2 cents over with the extra slight poundage. So again, too, like I said, I don't know the exact price of it, but it was around $22. Okay, even with tax, my dad said he paid under $23 for it. But I'll share with you guys again the deals that were going on based on what I had on my list, so it makes sense again compared to what I put down, what he paid. All of the coupons appear to have come up at the right price. So yellow onions, the 3-pound bag was 99 cents with the coupon. I'm not sure of the limit. Again, I don't remember that for like those items or anything like that, but I do know that the yellow onions were 99 cents with the coupon. The Yukon potatoes, a 3-pound bag, was also 99 cents with the coupon. And the oranges, those were also a 3-pound bag, but they were $1.99 with the coupon. They also had the General Mills cereals, which were 99 cents, and you have to buy 3 to get them at that price with the coupon. So we did buy 3, and we were able to get them at 99 cents, which is an awesome price. And also, too, guys, being a fan of the Chicago Sky, I love that they have got the Angel Reese's Puffs. Get it? But I think that's really cool. So we picked those up, and then they also had the chunky soups, which were $1.49. That I know was a limit of 1, because my mom was asking for some more of that kind specifically, and unfortunately it was a limit of 1, because I was like, oh well, I can pick up a couple of them, and I was like, really? It's a limit of 1 with the coupon? So just picked up 1, but for $1.49. That still beats having to buy it at the regular price, because she was asking for some more of those kinds. They also had the banquet brown and serve sausages, which were on sale for 99 cents, and you had to buy 5 with the coupon to get them at that price. The same with the Dutch Farm shredded cheese. Those were also 99 cents, but you had to buy 5 with the coupon. So again, you have to have the coupon clipped, and you also have to buy 5 to get them at that price. If you don't, you will not get them at the sale price even with the coupon. And then, like I was saying again too, with the cheese, that was $3.99 with the digital coupon. Again, poundage was limit more than 1 pound, but we just got a pound, and it was again too probably about $4 or so, just because it was slightly over a pound. So that was everything at Tony's. Then over at Caputo's, I do have the receipt for that, so I can share that with you guys. It was $18.27 for these items, and what we ended up picking up was the or my dad again, he picked up those items were the romaine hearts. They were $1.99 for a three-pack package, and so we picked up one of those. They also had the meats and cheeses on sale. They had Swiss cheese, which is on sale for $4.99 a pound. It was $2.69 for about a half pound, along with the turkey, like the Sara Lee turkey breast, which was $5.99 a pound, about a half pound for $3.11. And then the Old Warsaw Polish ham was $3.99 a pound, and it was for a little bit over a pound, $4.23. The eggs were $2.99, and those were a limit of I think 6 in total. No coupon or anything like that. It's just a limit of 6. And I do know eggs are kind of expensive right now. Like at Walmart, they were like 3 something for like $3 and close to 50 cents for a 12 count, you know, for a dozen. And so I was kind of like, okay, well, they're a little expensive right now. Even for like the 18 count, I think it was still cheaper to get this at $2.99 than it would have been at Walmart for getting like, again, an 18 count or whatever. And again, all these prices probably pretty similar, since our Walmart and Aldi on like eggs and cheese, or yeah, eggs and milk, normally they're close to the same price. So I knew that that was probably what it's going to be, and we are, I think, out or have like less than half a dozen eggs left. So I thought that was an okay price. And then the other deal that they had on sale was that the little mini sized like Pillsbury crescent rolls, or the cinnamon rolls, like the small little containers, and then also the Grands biscuits, those were only 99 cents when you bought in multiples of 2. So basically the way the coupon works, it comes off, it's not a coupon, it's just like a sale, but it's like that, like buy 5 you save $5 item. It was similar to this as well. It's when you buy 2 you'll save $2, so they'll ring up at $1.99, but then when you buy 2 you get $1 off, or the $2 off, so it'll make them 99 cents each, which, oh my goodness guys, the little tiny crescent rolls, those are so cute. But the reality is they pretty much make about a normal size thing of crescent rolls, and Aldi's price I think is a little bit over $2 depending on what you're getting, but I think it's pretty much about that price, like around $2. Crescent rolls might be $2, but I think cinnamon rolls are like $2.50 or $2.99, so to have that for around the same price, and to get actual Pillsbury brand, I figured it kind of works out to be the same thing, and that would be for like getting store brand at like Aldi or whatever. So we went ahead and picked up like 2 of each of those different kinds, which again I thought was a pretty decent sale. It wasn't like the best, but because they are like the smaller sized ones, but compared to, like I said, what it will probably cost at Aldi, it was pretty comparative and pretty similar to that as well. So again, in total for all these items, I think it was a pretty good deal and pretty good prices. The reality is we were about $40. It might have been just a little bit over $40 between both stores, but I think for what we ended up picking up was really good, because a lot of the stores seem to have a lot of like kind of baking or like holiday sort of stuff, like with like those and like the eggs. They also had eggs on sale over at Tony's as well. It was the same deal. It was just with the coupon. This was not, but it was just a limit of 6, like I was saying. And I think Tony's was like $2.99 as well for the exact same kind, brand and everything like that. And they were just, I think, a limit of 4 with the digital coupon. We were only going to pick up 1, but again too, I just didn't want to like risk, like if there's ever an option to like with the coupon or without, I always opt for the store that doesn't have, you don't have to clip the coupon to have them at that price, just because sometimes those coupons don't always come off, you know, if something weird happens or whatever. So anyways, all in all, you know, the total for everything I think was really good, and what we picked up and all the deals that they had and stuff like that as well. We got a bunch of meats and cheeses, you know, deli stuff, and again too, some of those things like even stocking up in the cheese and those brown and serve roll, or brown and serve sausage. We might use those maybe for Christmas possibly, and to like the you know, Pillsbury stuff as well. And the sink is making some really bizarre noise right now, like the drain. I don't know if you guys can hear that, if it's picking it up, but it's making a really weird noise, like, and I don't think the dishwasher's going, so I don't know why it's doing that. Sometimes it does, like if the dishwasher's going at the same time, but the drain is just making a really weird noise. Or maybe that's my mom's ice maker that's actually making that noise. I can't tell. Some very bizarre noise going on behind me. I need to go and figure out what is going on, and also get this stuff put away. So again, I thought I'd just share with you guys those deals that were going on at those two stores. But again, this is a lot bigger hauls than I normally do from these two stores. They just had a lot going on this week, which was really awesome, because again too, some of those 99-cent type things, like all of this stuff, like these 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents, you know, these, you know, they had the potatoes and onions and like that kind of stuff. I was like, wow, they had some good deals going on at the stores this week.